You're going into the Jay-Z thing.
Yeah.
So recently we just saw, which we look at the accusations, and we're going to get to Diddy as well, but you look at the accusations, and there's an accusation about Jay-Z and Diddy and a teenager, 13-year-old teenager. Right. And we were speaking about just the statement.
Right.
The statement, you were saying you felt like that was calculated.
The statement is something you can tell it's written by a lawyer.
Simply allegations need to be proven in a court of law, but if true, it could rise to the level of criminality, and, we'll see what happens or if the DA looks and investigates.
Looking back on the last year.
It was hard, really hard. I was like heartbroken.
Really?
Yeah. I'm glad we got right to that, so we could just get that out the way.
Okay.
And Jay-Z, your time is coming. Because you see that interview that you did? It was just like R. Kelly. The last interview before you get locked up.
Jay-Z is reportedly thinking about taking legal action against 50 Cent after all this drama started bubbling up, and that alone has people talking because Jay usually moves in silence, always strategic, never the type to jump into messy public back and forth like this. So the fact his name is even getting pulled into this situation is already making fans look twice and wonder what's really going on behind the scenes, but it gets even more intense. 50 Cent has been extra loud lately, especially after putting time into that Sean Diddy Combs documentary. And if you know 50's style, he never just drops hints for nothing. He plays it like chess, teasing little pieces of info, throwing slick comments, then later he comes back with something heavier. That's the exact energy he's giving right now. Basically saying there's information he didn't even put in the documentary.
If I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as the hip hop is fine with his behaviors. There's no one else being vocal. So you would look at it and just say, because that mind your business, or let me not say nothing about nothing, or those things, it would allow the entire culture to register as if they're for that.
Stuff he claims he held back, and now he's talking like he might just let everything fly. His whole attitude comes off like, I'm not scared of anybody, and honestly that sounds exactly like how 50 always moves. Fearless, loud, and ready for whatever smoke comes his way. But here's where things start getting really awkward. He's suggesting this isn't new information to him, like he's known certain questionable things about Jay-Z for years. Just imagine hearing that and letting it sit in your mind, because if that's really true, why is everything exploding right now? And then boom, Diddy's name lands right in the center of the storm too. As more investigations and allegations connected to him started making headlines, people began side-eyeing almost everyone who ever stood close to his circle. And yes, that list naturally brings up Jay-Z too, especially since both of them came up in the same 90s era, a time when the music business was way more secretive and a lot less open than it is now. And everybody knows how the internet moves. Once online detectives start digging, they go all in and don't hit the brakes.
Mark my words, yeah? Jay-Z is going to fall so hard that even Beyonce will not be able to save his blood clean, because she can't even save her own blood clean for the things that are coming for these wicked, wicked, wicked people.
Now people are re-examining Jay-Z's early grind, questioning how he built his empire, how he made his business plays, who he connected with, every little detail. Social media is noisy about it right now. And on top of that, there are online rumors floating around accusing Jay-Z of harming a former business associate, claims that have not been proven and remain just talk with no confirmed evidence. Still, the gossip alone got people talking crazy. Then you throw 50 Cent into the situation, someone who clearly enjoys calling people out and keeping the pressure on. He's not just talking for attention either. He's creating storylines, documentaries, and narratives that pull viewers in. He knows how to make people watch and react. And if he really releases the extra information he claims he's been sitting on, that could seriously shake up how people look at this whole situation. And honestly, people are starting to ask a serious question right now. Is this just regular music industry drama getting blown way out of proportion? Or is there something bigger hiding behind all this noise? Because the energy around the situation feels tense, like things could get even messier at any moment. And singer Jaguar Wright is not holding back at all. She didn't try to be vague or mysterious about it either.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. He wants to be the one. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life identity.
Jaguar Wright never lies, bro. She ain't never lied. Yeah? She ain't never lied. Give that woman her flowers, because she's risked her life and she lost her son for these dirty stinking. Jay-Z wouldn't even give a man the audacity, the respect, sorry.
She straight up said Jay-Z and Diddy are the same. No coded language, no soft hints, just putting it out there direct. Then she pushed it even further and suggested Jay-Z might actually be worse. That kind of statement was guaranteed to get reactions fast. When someone says something that bold in public, you already know social media is going to explode with opinions. But she didn't stop there. She also called out Beyonce and Jay-Z for staying silent. Her whole point was basically, if you have nothing to hide, why not speak up? And that's where the conversation starts getting uncomfortable for a lot of people. Of course, staying quiet doesn't prove anything by itself, but online discussions don't always wait for proof before people start forming opinions. You already know how fast the internet connects stories. People start linking things together even when there isn't clear evidence, and that's when the conspiracy talk starts getting louder. Now there's a theory circulating online claiming Jay-Z may have been moving carefully behind the scenes while Diddy faces most of the public pressure. These are just unverified online claims and speculation, not proven facts. Still, that hasn't stopped people from talking wild, with some even suggesting Jay used his influence to protect his reputation while others around him face the spotlight.
But in the allegations, there's a few things. Number one, there's allegation that another celebrity was present at the time, right, in addition to other people. Number two, there's the claim by the victim, right, that she left, that she went and she was seen by a gas attendant who saw her in distress. Number three, that she phone called her dad, who showed up, the 13-year-old, and now removed her. So civil complaint.
Now look, those are heavy accusations. There's no confirmed proof out there, just a storm of speculation and online talk. But the timing of everything happening at once has people starting to question things they never even thought about before. That alone is what keeps these conversations alive, and part of why some people are even entertaining these theories comes from Jay-Z's public image. For years, he's been seen as very calculated, always calm, always thinking 10 steps ahead. The type of businessman who doesn't move loud but moves smart and plays the long game. So now some critics are like, what if there's more happening behind closed doors than anyone realizes? That mystery around his personality is exactly why some of these discussions keep gaining attention.
Because there's a point where it kind of gets aggressive. He says you're gonna find out, like how I'll handle this. And that's an attorny want to be combative with another attorney. That's not like a publicist wouldn't say this.
Right.
What are your thoughts on the allegations against Jay-Z?
That was interesting. When I was saying things, not knowing exactly what I was saying, but I was going with where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. So I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally is...
And just when people thought the situation couldn't sound any more serious, online conversations also brought up allegations about an incident from an after party back around 2000 involving a young person. That part especially got strong reactions because anything involving minors is taken extremely seriously. It's important to say these are allegations and claims being discussed online, not proven facts. Still, that hasn't stopped people from making extreme predictions, even saying things like he could face arrest, even though nothing official has confirmed that.
Why do you not insert yourself, but you're on top of every topic? Right.
Yeah. I'm just watching. I'm participating. I'm being part of culture. I'm just telling you my opinion.
Right.
Look,
because you're part of the culture.
I can't say anything now. I'm out of it. I'm going to Dre's studio and just sit with Dre alone.
Right.
And then, maybe I stay out of trouble.
I haven't been that angry in a long time. Uncontrollable anger. Like, you don't put that on someone. Like, that's the thing that you better be super sure. It used to be like that. Like, you have to be super sure before you put those kind of things on a person, especially a person like me.
But here's the other side of the story. Jay-Z has fully denied every accusation, not quietly either. He pushed back hard, calling the claims false and describing them as an attempted setup. He's also accused attorney Tony Busby of trying to pressure him financially. His position sounds firm too, basically making it clear he's not settling anything and he's not stepping back from the fight. And he's making it clear he's ready to battle this in court if it comes to that. No quiet settlements, no easy way out. Just straight legal action if needed. So now the public is stuck looking at two totally different stories. On one side, you've got people online claiming there's something deeper going on, something hidden that's slowly coming to light. On the other side, Jay-Z is standing firm, saying all of this is false, blown out of proportion, and driven by money motives. But then there's another detail people keep bringing up, something that almost sounds random but still has people raising eyebrows.
We was gonna walk through that. We was gonna walk through that because, first of all, it's not true. And the truth is, at the end of the day, it still reigns supreme.
I'm tired of these stupid celebrities using these tactics and acting like nobody realizes what they're doing. And now all of a sudden I care about GQ. All of a sudden I care about the Oscars. All of a sudden I care about things that were made to distract us and to create this hierarchy.
There's talk about supposed tension at one of Jay-Z and Beyonce's Oscar after parties, a huge event, invite only, full of major celebrities and industry power players, and then suddenly rumors started spreading that Justin Bieber and Usher had a heated disagreement there. Some people online even claim it almost got physical, though none of that has been officially confirmed. Now, is that directly tied to everything else being talked about? Nobody can say for sure. It could be totally unrelated, but according to online chatter, the timing and the vibe of these different stories just keeps adding to this feeling among some observers that things behind the scenes in those elite circles might not be as smooth as they look on camera. And right now the biggest question floating around is simple: who's actually telling the truth and who's just controlling the story? Because in the entertainment world, reputation is everything, and one serious accusation can flip how people look at you overnight. What's also making this situation feel bigger is how quiet some major names connected to this circle have been. No statements, no interviews, just silence. And you already know how that gets interpreted online.
We asked you this last time, and Piers Morgan said it. They're not here to defend themselves. Do you think the Carters will speak about any of this at all? Do you just feel that they'll make any statement about what's going on?
Beyonce is losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day, and she still hasn't said anything, just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say so?
I mean, probably not, considering she's gonna be indicted for anything she would say.
Some people see silence as being smart and letting lawyers handle business, while others start thinking the quiet means something is being hidden. That debate alone is keeping the story alive every single day. Meanwhile, 50 Cent keeps adding little comments here and there on social media, never saying too much at once, but saying just enough to keep people watching. That's his style. Drop a hint, post something slick, maybe a sarcastic joke, and suddenly everybody starts speculating again. He knows exactly how to keep attention locked in. At the same time, supporters of Jay-Z are pushing back hard too. They're saying people are way too quick to believe rumors without real proof. They're pointing at his decades in the industry, his business success, and his influence as reasons why false stories could target him too. So right now, everything feels like a waiting game. People watching, people guessing, and everybody wondering what comes out next. And what really keeps this situation on edge is the fact that nobody knows what could drop next. One new interview, one leaked document, or even one surprise post could completely shift how people see this whole situation overnight.
Like, even when we were doing the worst things, we were doing bad, we had those kind of rules. There was a line: no women, no kids. You know, you hear those sayings, but those are things that I took from the street. You know, morals, integrity, code. Those things I took because we lived and died by that.
That's how fast things move when big names are involved. Some industry watchers are even saying this feels like a power struggle playing out in public. Not necessarily about guilt or innocence, but about influence, legacy, and who really controls the narrative. Because when icons reach a certain level, every move becomes bigger than just music. It becomes about reputation and long-term power. At the same time, others are warning people not to jump to conclusions. They're reminding everyone that rumors spread faster than facts and that social media can turn guesses into truth without real evidence. That's why some voices are saying people should wait for verified information instead of running with every headline they see. Still, the tension hasn't cooled off at all. Every day, new reactions pop up, fans argue in comment sections, podcasts break down every little detail, and reaction channels keep the conversation alive. It's like the whole situation is stuck on pause, just waiting for the next big reveal or the next big denial. Right now, all eyes are watching to see who speaks next and what receipts, if any, actually come out. At this point, the whole situation feels like a pressure cooker just waiting to see if anything actually explodes. Because when this many rumors, accusations, and public denials are all floating around at the same time, people start expecting some kind of major update sooner or later.
These are criminals. Diddy is a dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many people does he have to be aware of before people see him for who he is?
It seems like these artists are trying to run away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me, I'm trying to move beyond Diddy, I'm Love now. It seems like Jay-Z would try to run away from his past.
calling that the love and anything that he did love. Brother love. What kind of love? Baby oil love? Baby love?
Some observers are even saying this could end up being settled the only place that really matters now, the courtroom. Because when accusations get this serious, eventually it stops being internet debates and starts becoming legal battles where actual evidence has to be shown. That's a completely different game than social media gossip. And another thing people keep pointing out is how fast public opinion can switch. One day someone is being praised, the next day they're being questioned. That's just how fast fame can flip when controversy enters the picture. It shows how fragile celebrity reputations can be when headlines start stacking up. Still, there are also voices saying this might just turn out to be another example of how big celebrity names attract big rumors, whether they're true or not. That happens a lot when someone has been successful for decades and built massive influence. For now though, everything is still developing. No final outcomes, no confirmed conclusions, just a lot of watching, reacting, and waiting to see what facts actually come forward when the noise settles down. And another thing people keep noticing is how fast narratives can be shaped when powerful names are involved. One headline drops, then another reaction follows, then suddenly a whole storyline starts forming before any real conclusions are even reached. That's the kind of pressure that comes with being at the top for so long. Some commentators are also saying this moment could end up defining how Jay-Z's legacy gets talked about going forward, not because anything has been proven, but because controversy alone can change how people remember even the biggest success stories. That's just the reality of fame when every move gets watched under a microscope. At the same time, others are pointing out that Jay-Z has faced public criticism before and still managed to protect his brand and business empire. They're saying his track record shows he knows how to weather storms and stay focused while noise happens around him. That's part of why this situation has so many people split on what they believe. Meanwhile, the online conversations aren't slowing down at all. Every live stream, every blog post, every reaction video keeps adding new opinions into the mix. Some people are convinced something major is coming out, while others are saying this might all fade away if nothing solid appears. Right now, it really feels like the story isn't finished yet. People are still watching closely to see what the next headline might reveal, and that's why people are saying this whole situation feels wild right now. It's not just one claim, it's layers on layers, different voices, different stories, old rumors popping back up, new accusations getting talked about, and everybody just trying to figure out what's actually facts and what's just noise. It really feels like people are watching something play out in real time, and nobody knows how big this could actually become. At this point, everybody got an opinion. Some people are saying 50 Cent is exposing real industry secrets, others are saying this just looks like rap business drama getting way too personal. And then you got the legal angle too. If Jay-Z really pushes forward with that lawsuit, does that make him look powerful for standing his ground, or does it just make the whole situation even more complicated? That's what people keep debating online every single day. Now I want to hear what you think. Do you think 50 is revealing something serious, or just keeping old industry beef alive? And if Jay-Z fights this in court, is that a boss move or just more chaos waiting to happen? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, share this video with your people, and tap in for more updates as this story keeps developing.